This is a quick video to explain the 2008 question 7, which of course is a suspense account, error number 3. It says a debtor was owed 700, who owed €700 to our client, L. O'Shea, sent a check for 550 and full settlement, and €100 cash in full settlement. That means there that they only really paid us 650, so we allowed them €50 discount. And this was correctly entered in the books. However, no entry has been made in the check of the subsequent dishonouring of this or the writing off of the debt in full because of bankruptcy. We'll have a look at that in a moment when we examine, but first off we're going to look at what accounts we are going to need. So in here I'm going to suggest that we need a bank account, maybe a cash account, debtors, and of course we're going to need discount. Now, I'm going to look at the moment. I'm just going to go up here for a moment and see if I can just change my color pen here for a moment. I'm going to look at the original position, and I'm going to do this in red pen. So the original position is that there was a debtor of 700 that paid us. Now, how much did they pay us? Well, they paid us a check of 550. They paid us cash of 100. And they paid us, and that means they actually paid us 650. So we allowed them discount of €50 off. That is the original position in that red ink. Now, the cash is rock solid. You know, once you receive cash, we have it. There's no doubt about it. But this check, it subsequently transpired that the check bounced. So therefore, we're going to have to cancel the check. We're going to have to reinstate the debtor. But now he doesn't owe us the full 700. He's only going to owe us 600 because we did get the cash off him. And we're going to cancel the discount. So at this point, I'm going to see if I can just get rid of those entries. And we're going to see if we can pick that up again. So here's our bank, our cash, our debtors, and our discount. Now, as I said, cash is okay. We've dealt with that, that's done. So actually the amount of the check now that landed here, but we're taking it out because it's dishonored, is 550. The amount that we reinstate as a debtor is 600. And where do we put our discount? Well, you can see visually that we put our discount on this side. Now, what is that? That's not discount received. That is previous discount allowed, disallowed. We're taking back that €50 discount that we gave him because his check bounced. So that is the reinstating back in of the bankrupt debtor. And if we go back to our question for a moment, that is the first bit done. No entry has been made in the books of the subsequent dishonoring of the check. That's that bit there, and we've just done that. Now, secondly, or the writing off of the remaining debt in full because of bankruptcy. Well, at this point, you ring him up and you say, well, actually, that check bounced. You still owe me €600, please. I had to take it out of my bank account. And he will say, oh, sorry about that. I've gone bankrupt. I can't pay you. So therefore, you need to take that 600 now out of debtors. And you need to move it down to here to be a bad debt, which is an expense. So that is the second part of this, the second component from the credit of debtors to the debit. So you're reinstating him back as a debtor, but then after he confirms he can't pay, you're taking him back out and saying, sorry, you're a bad debt. Now, of course, what happened is that nothing happened. So therefore this is, and therefore what we can do is we can just bring that across to the correction required. And I've shown you before that you don't even need to fill this out. Instead, we can go directly for our general journal and we can go bank, credit of 550. We don't need to put in cash here. There's nothing wrong with the cash account, and we've shown that. Debtors, now debtors interestly have 600 on both sides. Obviously it'll have a zero effect, but it is important that you do record it in. And discount, Well, we discount is going to be €50 less of an expense because we didn't allow that discount off. But we have a new expense called a bad debt, and that's at 600 there. And here on this side now you have 1200, and here you have 1200. And when those two match, that's you don't need a suspense account. This is the correction of a dishonored check and bad debt written off, neither recorded. And that's how you do that error.